What's going on, people? Welcome to another episode of Monday Night Smoke.
Let's go. Hold on.
This guy, go on. There we go.
There you go. Not even loud enough. Not even loud enough.
Run it again. There we go.
There you go. There you go.
There we go.
Go on.
Mad. What's going on? Yeah, what's good, bro?
I'm here, man. You know what I mean? Like, again, you know, me being a shot fighter, I realized I just had to.
You've accepted your shot now?
No. I'm not a shot fighter. You know what it is? You know what it is?
What?
Again, I think I had what Dubois had before the Parker fight. But I'm fine now.
You had the.
I'm fine now. No
Saudi
medical.
fleet.
No, yeah, no medical.
No medical, no proof, no evidence necessary.
No, I'm fine.
Just
Back.
cool.
Ready to go.
No problem. Because he had a couple shocking appearances on the pod lately.
Absolutely, bro.
I was confused. I said, "Oh no, has his
it's the best days?
Your best days are behind you, bro."
Yeah. No. Just want to let you know. Everything's fine.
Good.
Yeah, I'm in the best shape of my life, actually.
Oh no, when you start talking like that, it's bad. Guys, please smash the like button on the way in.
Please.
Let's start with some positivity in the likes. Can we
Yes.
do that? Can
Yeah.
we do that? Let's get that going, man. Let me greet the great defeaters before we go further, man. Shouts out to Anthony YouTube, man like E, man like Ahija Selassie, man like Rico, Adrian, man like SB, Muller, MB, Riaz, Pokes is live, Martin, Leo, man like Rio, man like Showbiz Sister, Joseph Frimpong, Daniel Ojo, Justin, my perspective, Mr. AJ Webb, Jonah 3-1, Toby Akinola, Still Monic, Sazzy Official, man like AB, Purple Snowflake, ENT, Philip Answer, Ahirim, Amoka, Jermaine Williams, Stay Blessed, Be Real, Dana Man, Untraceable, Ian Daniels TV, Copperberg, Pappy, Jam Down 187, Osborne, Double AV, Develops, Ashley Williams, Everyday Gadget, Sam Parker, Star Fox, WR45, Doughboy J, Josh UR, Northbank Bren, man like Marks, Travis Thompson, Gene Anthony Parrott, the Daryl Mullings, Buster Move, man like P, Brams Lupin, DJ Clockwise, Blackson of Krypton, Fred Dune, Aaron Ozzy B, and we're here. Come on,
bro. Cacace, bro.
Yeah.
We saw him fight. We saw him fight in Saudi.
Do you know what?
He let us know.
Did we get our prediction? We got our prediction right on the pod.
We did. I'm very proud of us. But bro, this man is he's bad in there.
Yeah.
He's a bad man. And shout out for good stoppages, because that was a very intelligent
When I
stoppage.
saw the back turn, when I saw him turn his back, I said, yeah, he's finished, man.
Did Lee Wood though? Why? He's had time off, like 17 months, 18.
He's been off for way too long. Yeah.
To go back and say I'm fighting him is mental.
I didn't understand that.
That is a mad move. Like I've got so much rate. Again, credit to both fighters. These man decided they're gonna put it all on the line. Yeah, Lee Wood is not gonna give up, and his crowd is ridiculous. Yeah. Who the people supporting him? He's one of our own.
Yeah.
They love this. They love this guy, and that's why he wants to fight on and give his all. But Cacace's just.
It was rough. And the thing is, it was the shot. I liked his shot selection.
Yes.
Do you know what I mean? It's just like, boom, uppercut down the middle, left hook around the side. And it's like, you're just walking forward. I'm like, yeah, this just looks like one of those nights where it's like, bro, you're not beating this guy, man. From the start, it looked like, hey, this guy is in shape. He's been out regular. That ring act, like, I don't understand. I could have seen how you could get like a little tune-up. Do you know what I'm saying? You ain't even got to go all the way down in levels, but just a light tune-up just to make sure that you're back in, you know what I mean?
I'm trying to tell us about Uncle Inactivity, bro.
Uncle Inactivity.
It's a real person. It's a real uncle that's just, again, you don't want him in your family.
Yeah.
It's one of them uncles that you need to keep away from the family. Keep away from it. Who's that? Kendrick Lamar.
Keep him away from it. Yeah.
But then that's an issue, man. And it's now like, well, I don't know what Lee Wood's gonna do next in terms of, well, does he say, you know what, get in shape, rematch? But then people are now starting to look at Ben Davison and people are now looking at Ben Davison saying, hey man, AJ, like, because while your fighters are fit,
but then
hold on, let me just what I've been boxing, what I've been seeing on Twitter everywhere. They're saying, look, man, Congo lost as well as a Ben Davison fighter. AJ lost, Ben Davison fighter, Lee Wood. Do we take any stocks in? You know, when a lot of people from their stable start to lose,
I know.
how do we look at that? Or is it just it doesn't matter. They're just all different fighters, and it don't look into that.
I mean, look, it matters because losses are, I mean, wins and losses. This is the game. This is the currency of the game we're in. So, you know, people are gonna start talking. But it's that thing of like, you know, boxing fans are fair weather fans, bro. You know what I'm saying? When your stocks are low, you're the worst trainer in the world, bro. One win again. Let AJ come back and beat Dubois in a rematch. Ben Davison is the perfect fit for AJ. So that's why you can't put too much in it if you're Ben Davison. As far as us on the outside, when you see Lee Wood and Congo both lose on the night, you say, oh, this is not good. Yeah, because remember, what's the trainer? Flip me. AJ, the trainer AJ had against
Angel.
No. The black guy, Texas.
Oh, that's annoying. You lot help us in the chat again.
Spencer's trainer, what's his name? Derek James.
Derek.
There we go. Derek James. So it's like Derek James for a moment was the guy. Everybody was going to the gym. And just like that.
That's what happens. You're as good as your record. You're as good as like your stable, bro. If your stable starts losing, we're looking at you sideways, man.
Jimbo Jones said, how come Davison didn't throw in the towel to save AJ like he did Lee Wood?
Because Lee Wood done a little bit of a damage. He done not a sprint, but he done a light jog.
To be fair,
because he was in pain. He's trying to reset. But he ran that when he goes, I haven't seen you ever do that. You know, when you see things, it's like when Porter's dad said, hey, I saw something that my son never does. Towels in.
He start punching the floor. Get him out of there.
Get him out, because he doesn't even do that on a bad day of training that I've seen him do. So I respect it.
But then if we think about the AJ Dubois one, what point is the stoppage moment? I don't think it was that clear. I don't think it was as clear. Like if we saw AJ running and turning his back and moving mad, then you have to, like, bro.
But then there was a moment and he couldn't stop it because didn't AJ throw something to make Dubois? Didn't he bust Dubois at that moment?
And then he
went and then he tried too much.
But then also I think AJ's knockdowns were happening towards the end of the rounds. So there's a lot of time he's going down and then going straight into his corner.
Yeah.
So it's like it's kind of tough. Whereas if you see him go down and there's like 2 minutes left and Dubois sprinting at him, then you're gonna say, hey, I don't want to see him take those shots. But
hold on, there you go. Ben went in the corner for Congo's last fight either. There needs to be more accountability. But ain't Ben Davison his main trainer though? Well,
see, this kind of thing does happen, especially when you're not like the #1 priority of the trainers. Where it's like they'll do the camp with you, but on the night somebody might be there for you. Those moments are tough. Being a fighter that's not the main guy for a trainer, it's got to be such an awkward place to be, bro.
I need to shout out Chris Congo though, because he done an interview with October. You know, wicked, man. That's
one thing I like about Chris Congo. He's so real,
man. And it's just you could just hear him just
sincere,
so honest and stuff. The only thing that pissed me off about it, was there was like a David Guetta tune in the background that was building up. You know, like when the DJ goes, what's the shittest tune to be in the background?
In this moment
right now, bro.
If ever there needed to be violence,
needed just like a calmer tune. But it was built into that, and I thought, and how my mind worked, obviously the comedian in it. I'm like, oh, this is shit for that tune to be the backdrop.
I know, but no, that interview was very real though. Do you know what I mean? When he starts talking about like, listen, man, like, I don't feel good. Yeah, I ain't supposed to be losing to those type of guys. Nights like these, it's not supposed to happen. With them type of brothers there. Do you know what I mean? And it's one of the moments where he's gonna go on a journey of self-reflection. But I think,
he's a reflective guy, Congo. Anyway, so he's naturally gonna do that, man. I again hope he comes again and like just decides what he has to do next in terms of, because he's right. He can't be losing to the level of opposition he lost to. You know. But we move, man. Let's keep it going, brother. It's happening. Scary.
This is going to be interesting.
Not scary hours.
I know, bro.
Why is he the main promoter?
No, Ian Daniels TV said, man, hello, darkness, my old friend.
I didn't want that. I didn't want that, man. I didn't want that. That's crazy build-up, bro.
I know.
Main promoter, Dana.
That's interesting.
We're heading towards something.
I'm curious to know what this card is going to look like now, because this is his first dance in the boxing space, and he's starting at the top. He's starting at the big spectacle, bro.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Like, this is, I don't know what we're gonna. Can you imagine if we get some MMA on the undercard?
I don't want that.
I hope that does not happen.
Okay, I thought it was exciting.
Just for clarity.
All right, wicked. Cool.
Absolutely not. I don't want that.
But Dana, like, because Dana's gonna be the TKO.
He's the main promoter.
Is that the TKO? Like, it's with Dana. That's the.
Well, I don't know if this is a TKO promotion fight, but he's gonna be the promoter in charge of this fight.
Is it not interesting though?
I'm intrigued to what this is gonna be like.
No, but I'm saying.
But then at the same time, we could promote that fight because it's going to sell anyway, is what I mean.
Oh, very true. But Dana's good. Dana's good.
All I'm saying is, if you gave Dave Allen and Johnny Fisher as a way to test to see his skills, then I'd be like,
he's gonna be pushed.
Ooh, okay,
he's gonna be pushed.
These are some championship rounds.
That's a comedy club. No host, 60 people in the crowd. And you just got to go for it.
And you're going on before anybody whose name is on the flyer.
Yeah.
You're not listed.
You're not listed. Didn't even expect to see you today. That's what that is. That's what you're asking for him. But Dana, like, I find it interesting, and I wonder how, because the group chat has to go off. Now I know that Frank Warren and the main man are friends.
Yeah,
Eddie Hearn.
Yeah.
They've seen that. He's the main promoter. You know they've messaged each other.
I think Frank sent it. Frank sent the message to Eddie. Eddie phoned him back straight away.
Look at this.
But it's interesting though. It's interesting. I'm curious to see what Dana looks like in the boxing space as a promoter, because I don't watch the UFC.
Yeah.
So I don't know his game like that. You see what I'm saying? I think it's one of those ones where when it comes to the UFC, right? The UFC market know the boxing market way better than we know their market.
Yeah.
Because we don't. Some of us don't venture.
We haven't had need to go in unless if let's say AJ said he's going to do MMA, we'd have to go and learn what's going on over there.
That's right. Absolutely, it's not happened.
Yeah.
So it's for the only time we've seen a crossover is them man coming into our space. So I'll do a little search into what this guy's highlights look like. Can he throw hands? Does he look decent? Yeah. And that's as far as it goes. So I don't know. I'm curious to see what Dana White does as a promoter. Can you imagine if he just went straight toe to toe with the big boys and was getting them out of here?
Well, this is the thing, like, and I like competition because it keeps everyone honest in it. I like to see if Dana's like a big fish in the pond now, let's see what he can do. I want to see if he's motivated to put on a serious card, because let's have it right, bro. There was some disrespect in that Fury card. You know that one, the man that spoke, some American guy.
Oh, he just started that Ring Magazine one.
He was rude, bro.
Oh, he
emptied the clip. He goes, I don't know.
Our undercards are going to be fantastic. You know, when we presented the undercard to the network, they said, oh, wow, the zone. Everybody was so excited. They said, wow, other promoters ain't giving us undercards like this. He goes, and I don't mean to throw shade to anyone that's at this table. I'm looking at you, Frank Smith and Eddie. I said, oh, snap. He putting names on the bullet, bro.
Exactly. Imagine what Dana starts doing. If Dana now brings in like the mad names,
that would be insane. It'd be one of the ones where I think, you know, Frank and Eddie have obviously been united through this journey of, you know, other promoters and Saudi and getting involved and stuff like that. Can you imagine if their hate for the change brings in Shalom into the group chat? Frank finally letting Shalom be in the group chat.
Because they've seen Dana. You know, because they have to go with the newest. You have to treat the newest guy the wickedest. That's right. So it's like, what's going on? And
so now Shalom
he
gets improved. Have you seen that? Yeah. It's like, you know, one of us, like, we're on the same side, but we're not still, you know what I mean? I'm not still chatting to you like that. Shalom trying to sit next to Frank. Yeah. I've seen it. Eddie. Where's Eddie?
Every week, bro. No, Shalom's gonna get a week when we don't do this, bro. No, I'm not doing this to Shalom this week. What's going on there? What's going on in there? What you guys talking about now? Oh, Dana White, yeah.
Yeah.
No, we're not doing that. No,
leave it.
No.
That group chat.
Every week, bro.
That group chat, bro. And you know what's mad is the first moment he joins a group chat, he does something weird. Puts a gift.
Can you mod me?
He puts a gift.
No, I'm for money. I'm for administration, bro.
How comes I can't control who gets to join the group? Straight away, Frank's on the phone to Eddie. That's why I didn't want him in here. Who asked for something like that? It's a fucking group chat.
It's in the contract, mate. It's in the contract. I got the was thinking, no.
He's asking for purse bids for the group chat.
Pictures.
How comes I'm not in the picture?
No, not this week.
No, asking them to change the defeat on the way in is insane.
I can't see myself in the display picture. It's just you and Eddie. What's all that about?
How long have you had this group chat? Asking back questions.
He's been removed. You know, Frank's had enough. Frank's not answered a single question. He just sees any type of the stuff.
True. Man's been in the group for all of 4 minutes and he sent 12 gifts. Just bare random boxing gifts. Man, I having serious combos, bro. Man, just pointing Muhammad Ali gifts in the chest.
No,
Man.
No, not this week. No, not this week.
Oh, man.
Yeah, so Bakole.
Eddie's messaging him on the side. It's like, what's the admin rights going to do for you, mate?
Bro, if you don't look into this Bakole conversation, I'm going to lose it. Bro. All right.
That's the first time I've seen anyone ask for admin rights. Nah, bro. You know when that man throws in a hello with the 4 question mark? Done.
Yeah, you good? Bakole and Itauma.
Not the Easter.
No, you're taking this
Broadcast message.
Yeah, so Bakole wants to fight. They want to sort out Itauma versus Bakole.
Yeah, swear it out. That's what.
Yeah, that's crazy.
That's bad. Still, Bakole's a Shalom fighter.
Oh, for fuck's sake.
No,
we'll come back, bro. All right, Dave Allen and the rematch, bro.
Yeah, man.
Yeah. I'm looking forward to this one. I'm not gonna lie to you because there was a robbery.
Absolutely,
there was a robbery.
I think so as well.
It was a robbery. We saw it. We all witnessed it. It was nasty work, and they tried to convince us it was all good. Obviously, his dad, Johnny Fisher's father,
he
was mad at Cacace Davis as well. Remember, he's proper pissed off, bro.
Yeah.
Like, so this one, we need to see that Johnny's done the work now, because you could see that he got pulled into a fight he wasn't expecting, and it was just, I think it was experience. Experience showed that you're a novice and you're not a Itauma, because we say, "Raw, this guy's name hasn't been linked."
I remember that
correctly. Like, as in, what about Johnny Fisher? He's got the great following, got a good crowd of people that care about him. These are two cared about fighters. What is this thing gonna look like? Do you think Johnny Fisher's gonna make the adjustments to be better and win this fight?
Well, backhander's comment here said credit to Fisher for running it back. I think that's the first thing we've got to say, because he could have easily
very true.
Moved on from this one here, because that was a difficult fight.
Yeah.
And I personally don't think he's going to be able to, in one camp, fix the things that was exposed in that one there. Because I think Dave Allen,
Why, he won some rounds though.
He won some rounds, but he wasn't winning the fight. And the fight was it was at a pace and a temperature that he wasn't comfortable in.
Yes.
Do you know what I mean? Because it's like, yeah, cool, you're doing your boxing in the beginning, but this guy is doing some outmanning you stuff, bro. He was in there, up close, clinch, bam, punching on the release. Everything was just, I've got more experience than you.
Yeah.
I've got more grit than you, and I can hurt you, bro. And that's the part that I think Dave Allen is going to build on that and be better than he was as well. That's the part that, it could be, the narrative can be.
I think that's the best Dave Allen we're going to get, though. No, I don't know if Dave Allen's got another gear.
No, I think Dave Allen, for him, is going to be, he's ready for him.
Yeah.
You know the ones where it's like, you're not going to beat me.
Yeah.
I don't mind if I lose to whoever, bro. Bring them next prospects and the Itauma, bro. I might lose to them, but you see you, bro.
Yeah.
I think that's what's going to happen with Dave Allen and Fisher, fam, because they're friends.
This is their brethren.
That's the part that changes it sometimes.
But they've done the sparring together. But then I think for him, friendship's out the window because my career, Fisher needs this one because we're trying to rank where he belongs in the pack. And yes, I had a bad day at the office, but I'm not a bad fighter. Yeah. It was just a poor outing, and he showed me things that I wasn't really expecting. And again, this is the Saudi thing as well. Man, them go to Saudi and choke in Saudi. Like we saw Ben Whittaker when you want to prove something and it goes all the way wrong, you're thinking too much, you're not fighting the way you're supposed to. Now I believe, again, home soil, he should be in a better mindset and calm and relaxed to not get dragged into an ugly fight.
See, this is the thing. I don't think he's going to be able to just control Dave Allen. Personally. Like when people speak about Dave Allen and the experience that he's got in terms of the level, the sparring that he's seen, he's boxed way higher than
a lot.
Fisher, yeah. So I reckon Fisher really has to step up from the last fight to this one,
majorly,
just to win. Forget about looking
for the knockout, or should
no? He's not. I don't think he's knocking him out.
Yeah,
I don't think he's knocking him out. No, I think he's going to be in a similar kind of fight again. Personally, he's going to have to go to war, and it's like. It's mad because obviously the Eubank Jr. soundbites are really dominating the timeline these days. But it's like when Eubank says, yo, I wasn't expecting that type of fight from Conor Benn. But
too late.
He was in there.
It's too late.
And he made it happen.
And
Fisher has to show that he's ready for war this time because the first time round, I think he lost that fight.
All right, listen, we move on. I've got a quote, yeah. It's a mad quote. I'm just gonna
Yeah, that threw me off still. I saw the headline. Man said, if I see any flesh, I'm going to whack it.
Yeah.
I mean...
If he sees... So, you know what it is?
Brother.
I think he's doing his own scripts now.
Yeah, he wrote that one.
He's doing it, yeah, because he has to move on from let's go now. Yeah, the bars... It's done. He's done it.
Yeah.
So now, you know, like when Wale is trying to work on his beginning for the episode of Expect Foolishness.
Before
he got landed on.
Let's get started.
There was
a lot of
workshop was crazy.
There's bare things going on. But you know what it's like? It's like when they have a ghostwriter and then they just fall out with the ghostwriter and now they're going solo because they believe the hype. Because to say that wherever I see any flesh, I'm gonna whack it is like,
bro, what's going on in Brazil, fam?
What's happening over there? Because if man said that about me with pure vim, I'll be sitting there like, what's my man talking about? I mean, look, the sentiment is clear. Dubois is coming to try and take his head off.
He's all jokes aside now. Dubois very serious about this Usyk fight, and do we need to take Dubois more? Do we need to take Dubois more seriously now? Like, obviously, he hurt Usyk in that moment when Usyk goes down and, you know, the low blow, whatever, so have you. Usyk was very intelligent, took the time that he needed.
Yep.
Still got the job done. Does Dubois have the ingredient, though, to the speed to be a problem for Usyk? Is Usyk showing any signs of slowing down as well?
I don't think so. Personally, see, this is my frustration with how this story has played out, yeah? I really wish Dubois had that Parker fight.
We would have learned so much.
That fight would have cemented that step up as opposed to right now, right? And it's going to sound like, oh, maybe you're just doing the AJ thing or maybe this is whatever. Right now, you had a good night at the top level against someone who underestimated you and you battered him, AJ. We haven't seen anything else to kind of show that there's a build from that. I would love to have seen him. If he went and knocked Parker out, yeah, my whole stance on this Usyk fight is completely different because Parker presents problems that are closer to what Usyk presents.
But we can never write off this man. My only issue is you can't write off Dubois.
I'm not saying write him off.
I honestly thought Wembley was going to be too much for him. The other things that they said, that all the things that he brought to it, he was ready to go. He was actually more engaged than ever. And what was funny is as much as we talk about, like, is he there? Like, is he fully like as sharp as we think? He's sharp. He's like, I loved watching you lot. Like, it's really, he finds it funny that he's underestimated. I think there's a part of him where you lot are taking me for, yes, I'm not quick with the banter, but I know exactly what's going on right now, especially and more so in that ring.
I'm just saying, if we have a Parker win, everybody's got a reason to feel very different going into an Usyk fight.
Yeah.
Because remember, I'm not saying that AJ is the benchmark for I'm saying for Usyk, who's clearly beaten AJ twice, beat Fury twice.
The best of the best.
So yeah, so for me to just be like, yeah, no, this guy, he's I'm like, no, you had a good night against an AJ who I don't need to make any excuses. You caught AJ early, you got the job done, and you knocked him out.
Yeah.
Calm. Hrgović, for me, isn't a measurement or anything about the top level. Baby Miller isn't any measurement to the top level. So from that good night in Wembley to Usyk now, I'm saying I don't see a reason outside of this low blow, for why I think you're gonna win. I think Usyk is gonna go and do another job on him.
Yeah, it's gonna be. I can't wait to see that one because, like, what I'm not gonna do anymore is underestimate Dubois, though. I'm just not gonna do that part. Now, like, I'm not saying.
All I'm saying is don't underestimate Usyk, bro.
I will never. I've learned the lesson. He's beating everyone that I thought that he's gonna have an issue with. He mashed them up.
Yeah,
yeah.
So that's why I'm just like, I don't know that Dubois is gonna have the dynamic game plan necessary. He's not gonna out jab him. He's not gonna outmove him. And now I'm laser focused for the body shots. I'm laser focused for just coming to be brutal. I'm like, bro, you've got your job is a mountain. So that's why I'm just like, I can't just be like, he's definitely gonna just run at him and get it done. Usyk is a massive problem, bro.
Simple as that. Itauma's gonna beat him.
Bakole.
Yeah. Itauma's gonna beat him. I think he, like that guy, it depends what version that we get. If we get a locked in, I'm looking after my body, I'm trained, and I've not 10 pounds the weight differential from the last when I traveled from Congo. Yeah. Maybe we have a very exciting fight. But you're going up again, and I never would have wanted this fight. I would have said this is the maddest decision ever. I would have said, are you lot crazy? Why would you do this? This is a super scalp. So once we do this now, we're in the fast lane. We're on the motorway in the fast lane. Because this tells us now, okay, well, we're all guns blazing with this with this young guy that they're trying to make a champion. Do you think Frank's gonna take a risk and do this one? Do you think this is a smart risk to take?
I think it's high chance that we see this fight because I believe Itauma. I honestly think if Bakole loses, this is the biggest crash out career-wise ever, bro. Like, you had the world at your feet. You took one payday and showed up, got knocked out. Next fight against FA Jagbar, draw, but it looked like you lost. And then you come and lose to the prospect. It's over with. It's over with, bro. You're gonna have to fight the hard way back to a big payday again.
If he wants, and I think if he's got the hunger for it.
Yeah, and that's a massive if. I think Itauma could just bang him out, and I think the whole boogeyman thing closed the door on that nonsense.
What a shame!
It's a big shame.
Like, this is crazy, and we know it's possible because Frank made Dubois run through the gauntlet as well, like a bit of a mad. The way how early he got the Usyk fight is crazy when you think about it.
That's real.
So he's known to just throw his fighter in there and see if he can sink or swim. Now I didn't think I thought he'll take his time.
He's not just known for that.
He's not known for it, but he done it with Dubois.
Every once in a while he'll do it with someone.
And I only thought he did that with Dubois because he knew he had a Itauma there. So it's like, we can take a few more risks with you because this is the new car that I need to look after. This is going to be the car that.
Well, bear in mind. So look at how he looked after Dubois, because Dubois, he gave him to Joyce early, and he was supposed to knock Joyce out.
Yeah,
and it just went bad. So it's like he's had to go another way, but it's like he was always building him as the destroyer.
Yeah,
like, you know what I'm saying?
So it's just an interesting one still. Mark my words, Dubois will shock the world. Yo. Frank done that because he had Joe Joyce.
But then even when he had Joyce, but I felt like he was more Dubois than Joyce. Like in terms of investment.
Backhand said Frank always risked Dubois. You have Fury as well. You know what I mean? He could take a few risks, but Bakole, they've seen something after probably the FA Jagba one and said, okay.
He's exactly. He's not real. He's not real.
Yeah. Because again, you weren't hearing names.
Even his trainer coming out and saying something about, oh yeah, now we're gonna start looking at getting a nutritionist or something like that. And I'm just like, you man have been running a circus over there.
After the major payday, we're getting a nutritionist. Stop this. And you're chasing down AJ and them man there.
Nasty work, bro. Them man been on payday search for a minute, bro.
Oh, wait. KG Trav. Imagine, it's funny that you say that actually. Yeah, we're aware. 5v5. Listen, let me tell you this right now. Eddie Hearn losing another 5v5 is a bit
disaster settings if that happens.
It's a disaster.
I gotta say
Eddie
though,
needs to go in with this like solid group.
I gotta say,
Eddie getting a win here.
I gotta say though, I would like to have seen Ben Shalom get an opportunity in this 5-on-5.
They're not gonna bring him in, bro.
No, I hear what you're saying, but I just think you lose 5-0. I don't care about
the pad.
I don't care about the rematch clause. Give that to someone else now.
Pass the pad.
Yeah,
3-0
I would like to see Ben Shalom in there because Ben Shalom against Frank, he gets to have his you know what I'm saying? It gets to be
now, Frank.
Oh, it'd be bro.
Now, Frank.
That would be serious.
Because this will be Yarde versus Boatsy. Would be the
there we go. One. There we go. But also Frank and Shalom get to actually go head to head.
Oh, shit, we can do it then. Itauma versus Bakole.
That's what I'm saying. It could all happen there. I would like to have seen that 5-on-5 more so than the matchroom one.
No, because Eddie needs his damn respect in it. He has to get like his. It's mad what Frank's done. We used to make jokes about posters and that.
I know, bro.
Frank is the fucking man right now. Like it's crazy.
It's
Eddie needs to get it right as well because that 5v5 card was a madness. We had when Deontay Wilder was one of his guys as well.
Deontay Wilder, yeah.
Deontay Wilder was the captain. I thought, who did Deontay Wilder fight?
Mad time.
Who did he fight? Deontay Wilder. Deontay Wilder was the captain.
When that Zhang.
And Zhang gave it to him.
That was a Zhang now. Yeah, that was a beating, boy. Zhang was Wilder at the top table sitting next to Eddie was a massive.
Whitaker as well. Can you imagine? We can get these. Can you imagine if it was?
That's not bad still.
That's a good fight.
The talk in that one would be
crazy. That would be, yeah. Shalom needs the 5v5.
That's what I'm saying. I like Shalom in that fight because then he also gets some redemption as far as promoter in the group chat. He gets to talk a bit different.
Yeah, we're not going back. But yeah,
I'm not going back.
Yeah. He does like that. Would be better. That would be. But anyway, listen, we can't avoid this thing. Callum Yarde.
Yep.
What's everyone's thoughts at home,
mate?
We spoke about it in the pod.
What I'm surprised at is that nobody's angling for the Benavidez title shot. That's what has definitely surprised me because I'm like, Benavidez has just been gifted the belt.
Yeah.
So it's not like he's out and out champ. You see what I'm trying to say? Like that's the one that's confused me a little bit, just on a business level. Because I expected to see, because I even saw Benavidez's trainer come out and say like, yo, whoever wants it, Yarde, we've reached out to Yarde, not reached out to Yarde, but Yarde, Callum, whoever, we're not going to sit idle and wait. So I'm like, I imagine somebody's going to step up and try and take that shot. You see what I'm saying? Callum ain't got all the time in the world. Yarde will go for a title shot. You know what I'm saying? That's why I was just like, right, I'm quite surprised by this, but hey, it is what it is, man.
It's smart. Callum's being a bit intelligent here.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's a good money fight. It's a good money fight. Make some good money. Because remember, he said Boatsy went on his list of people to fight. But then
it just popped up.
It popped up and he's like, I feel like I have more than he has. Good fight for me. So if you're planning it from a prize fighting situation, he say, well, it's going to be Yarde after Yarde Benavidez. Then hopefully I get another shot at hopefully I get a shot at Bivol.
Yeah.
Then beautiful work. You know what I mean? I think if he's planning and he ain't got long left, those are good money fights.
I hear it still.
You see what I'm saying? So a Yarde fight will grab their attention. It's a solid name, like, and what Yarde is gonna bring. Yarde can bang, can fight, like, so it becomes there's enough risk there. It's not a foregone conclusion.
To force match, yeah.
I reckon enough risk to get the public attention.
And I reckon it's gonna be one of them ones where, you know, he'll get up for this fight. Like in a serious way. I don't think he was really up for the Lind. Like, I don't think he was up for the fight. Like, in terms of, you know, you're going there with Beterbiev versus you're going there with a Linden Arthur. I think we get a different Yarde.
Yeah.
Do you see what I'm saying? Personally, and
I know
that's what he's gonna need, is that level of performance.
He's gonna need to be out of himself almost in it. Like, it's fair because when watching the Eubank interview, you guys make sure you listen to the Patreon episode. We broke down that Eubank episode with one thing I personally love, Diary CEO. Yeah, we broke it down like exactly. But then Eubank was talking about being prepped for certain fights, the training camp, and what you want to, how far you're gonna go. And I think Yarde will have to go as far as he's ever gone.
Yeah.
To be ready. They couldn't be doing none of that the pad stuff that they were doing before. They have to get rid of all that crap in terms of that playful stuff that they were doing.
Yeah, and also it's that thing as well where it's like, you respect Watsy, and he just went in with this guy and he beat him up. So you know what you're going in there with. That's going to get you going. Do you know what I'm saying? I don't think a Linden Arthur gets them man going on 10 the way it's supposed to. I know the talking before the fight is like, yeah, the trilogy, but it's like, nah, bro, I reckon this is going to be one of those moments where it's like, okay, cool. You know, this is a big, high-stake moment because beating him takes his spot at the winner of Bivol and Beterbiev.
Yeah.
So, yeah, man, it's going to be a fight. And I think, you know what I mean, he could definitely get it done. But Callum presents a lot of problems. He's taller than he's listed. He's good on the outside. He's good on the inside. And he can hurt. So,
good up close,
you know what I'm saying? It's one of the ones where sometimes the mission is, we're not doing the boxing match for the whole thing. I got to get you out of there. So if you know what I mean, you draw him into one of those, you might be able to spook him and beat the spirit out of him. Do you know what I mean? You just, it'd be interesting to see how they take him on.
It's gonna, Yarde would answer all the questions if he beat this guy. For me, I wouldn't have any, I was like, bro, where is he? This, that, the other. If he won this fight, I'd say, well, I can't really question, well, what level is he? Because again, this is somebody, what Yarde's going to have to be able to do is deal with that jab. And he starts with a jab. That's how Callum starts. Again, sets up with a jab. Mid-range is crazy.
And that left hook starts flying and it gets mad. But then it's the inside work where
it's even, that's what I'm saying. You won't have, I would know.
Left.
I would know they've done everything. And now he is just, the level of opposition forced him to fight at whatever levels in front of him. He'd be one of those fighters. What Bivol basically is a fight the level that's in front of me.
Yeah. I reckon he's got to go to war with him, like as in drag him into an uglier fight.
I don't think you can drag him into an ugly fight. I don't know how you do that.
Well, it depends what type of fight he's up for that day.
Okay.
Do you see what I'm saying? Because we've seen Callum at different times where he showed up and almost phoned it in against Canelo. He just let his arm get punched up. Yeah. Like Beterbiev, he just didn't really show up for that one there.
Yeah.
Whereas Yarde really was ready for Beterbiev. He gave everything to Beterbiev. And I'm like, if that version of Yarde shows up and Callum is not ready for this level of intensity, you can break him. Do you know what I mean? But it's that stubborn end of someone's career where it's like, yes, if I lose, I've got to retire, but you have to get me out that door and I'm not ready to go. So it'd be interesting.
I was going to bring up the clip, but I don't think it's necessary. But Pacquiao's back. I'm going to open up the lines. People can speak. You guys are 4-minute calls. So yeah, get involved. Have your say. Let's go. Let's talk about this stuff. Whatever you want to talk about, just bring it, man. You want to talk about Dubois? What things we have spoken about today? We spoke about Dubois versus Usyk.
Yeah.
What you reckon that looks like? We spoke about, what was on the docket? My bad.
Dave Allen and Johnny Fisher.
Dave Allen, Johnny Fisher. There you go.
Cacace
situation. Yeah. So
and
whatever you don't want to get into, happy to discuss it.
Yeah, that Pacquiao comeback is crazy, bro. Like, I saw a clip of his last fight with the exhibition bout he did against some young kickboxer or something. Brother, getting pieced up by a kickboxer is crazy, bro.
It's just, it's annoying that, I don't know, unless he's truly built up the island, like, unless he's gone crazy in the Philippines, yeah.
What's that? You say he built up the island?
He's got to have gone crazy, like, because why is he doing this?
Are you saying he's gone heavy on Bitcoin?
I don't know if there's new roads that he's trying to develop. Like, what in the center is going on? Is he still the senator? Like, what's his role out there?
Let me check.
Like, on the government level, because what's he working on? I need to know. Like, why are we doing this? Is he still a government official?
No, he served as a senator from 2016 to 2022. So now we're dealing with a post-retired politician back into the boxing thing for him.
Do you know how mad that is?
I don't know.
The uncaught inactivity that we keep talking about, yeah. What is that then? Because it's a deep descendant. It's beyond.
Let me check if he's still in politics. Well, I mean, it doesn't look like he's still actively, as you know what I mean, in the hold on. Oh wait, no, hold on.
He's not running still.
Yeah, no, he's still in the mix, bro.
Oh, he's trying to raise peas for his oh gosh.
Hold on.
Don't tell me he's trying to raise peas for his presidential campaign.
Oh no, he was just voting. Nah, he's voting. He was voting. He set off the voting by queuing up and voting in the queue for the next thing still.
Okay, cool. So
yeah, that's crazy.
Yeah, because that'd be ridiculous.
Yeah, but I mean, look, man, listen, Pacquiao. I hope it's not money issues that's keeping him boxing. I just hope it's a deep-rooted love for the sport that he just can't give it up.
Eubank told us, bro. We have to listen to Eubank. One thing for sure, it's going to be right at times. Why is the man getting back to the well?
Financial reasons.
That's the only, you know what I mean? That's the only reason. So, yeah, I don't, in that element and era, I'm unsure.
You know what I think is mad is that how fighters feel about when guys are coming back, because they're just like, yeah, I'll fight him. Rolly Romero's like, yo, I'll fight him. Remember a couple years ago, Conor Benn called him out. Do you remember when that talk was floating around, Conor Benn, Pacquiao?
Remember that, you know.
Fam. Bro, man, fighters look at you like, I'll retire you.
Yeah, I'll be the one to do it.
I'll be the one to get you the hell out of here. No problem.
You know, I was thinking about Conor Benn and just next couple fights and stuff. And I'm not gonna lie to you, as you said, like him mixing it, not with Eubank. I hear it.
And it makes a lot of sense, innit?
I hear it and it makes a lot of sense, bro.
If we just went and whacked up Ryan Garcia, bro, got him the hell out of here.
Well, that's the main event for sure. Is it stadium?
I don't know if that's
Ryan Garcia stadium.
No, that's
in America, it is, isn't it?
That's a solid arena.
Is it America? Is that America's like?
I wouldn't put that in a stadium in America.
What's he doing? Vegas. That's a Vegas thing.
They could probably go like, I'd like to see that Madison Square Garden. You know what I'm saying? That New York. Madison Square Garden, Conor Benn going there and just beat up Ryan Garcia. What, bro? That would be fantastic.
And even the build up to that is going to be crazy.
Be incredible, bro. It'd be a madness. After that, if we just like tearing, bro, Devin Haney next, bro.
Do you think Conor Benn could beat up Devin Haney?
I think the reason why I say it, because I think Devin Haney is, you know, pound for pound a better boxer. But I think there's a spooked part of Devin Haney that's kind of messed up his boxing a bit. Do you know what I'm saying? Because I think that fine line of I'm being defensively aware versus I am like very cautious about getting hit. I reckon his boxing, sometimes you can just outfight a man's boxing ability. And I reckon Conor Benn might be able to do that with Devin Haney.
But if we go back to the Eubank fight, before the cut, weren't Eubank controlling it from a boxing element?
He was doing well. He was a lot faster than Eubank. Eubank was quite slow in there. And I think that was probably to do with the rehydration as well.
No, what I'm saying was Eubank had the better boxing, right?
He probably had the better boxing brain, but as far as the execution on the night, he was a bit too slow off the mark for Conor Benn. So he wasn't outboxing him outright. Do you see what I'm saying? In my view,
Conor's not making 147 again.
Nah, I think he will.
Yeah,
I think he will.
Hey, Jimbo, Jimbo, call in and tell us how Ryan Garcia knocks Conor Benn out cold. Like, when's he doing that? How? Yo, oh, wrong. Sorry. Man got Travis up the paint still.
That's crazy.
There you go.
What's going on, bro?
Yo, what going on?
What's going on, bro? Talk to us.
You know what? Let me just do something mad. There's not too much going on here, but all right, cool. Hypothetical, yeah. We're gonna go on a glide. We're gonna go on a glide, all right? All right, it's my match, yeah. It's all coming back to me, all right? But I need you guys, yeah. KG, you're gonna be the driver, yeah. It's an important role. I'm gonna send you the pin. You're gonna drive to the spot. That's it. When I come back in the car, you're driving straight. Trav, you got the door, bro. It's an important role because when we step out, you're going to step outside. You get what I'm saying? You got to make sure I get back in the whip. I'm going to jump out and I'm going to get back in the whip. All right?
Okay, cool.
You ready?
I'm listening right now. Take us on a journey, bro.
We're there. I'm jumping out now.
All right, cool.
And I'm saying Chris Eubank Jr. has got something hot for Canelo. Did I miss?
Please explain.
Chris Eubank Jr. Wait.
You saying Chris Eubank Jr. has got the smoke for Canelo?
Yeah. Do you know what it is?
Why am I the driver?
And I'm on the door now. Explain it to me, bro. Explain it to me.
Cool. So you see the Diary of a CEO thing, like I've been saying, I've been watching a lot of this stuff here.
Stop driving now.
Here we go, we're away, yeah. So I've been watching a lot of this stuff here.
Hold on, let him land. He said he's been watching the CEO interview, Stephen Bartlett, and you
cool. Because you see cool. You see what Chris Eubank Jr. Yeah, he impressed me. Like you see the dog that he showed with Conor Benn, and that he impressed me. Yeah, and how he explained that stuff. Yeah, the main thing he said was that his dad, he was proving a point to his dad, like how he showed all that dog in the 8th round, weight drained through like 300 punches or whatever. And for ages, yeah, Chris Eubank Sr. has been saying the only way Chris Eubank Jr. is going to redeem himself.
No, we need to see the man that done the move.
Hold on. I can see where you're going.
Oh, right. I'm trying, but
not on the agreement thing. But I'm saying I see the dots.
That's why you had the door, Trav. That's why you had the door.
Yeah. I see the dots. He's saying
it's clever to put me in the car.
He's saying his dad's respect. He cares so much about his dad's respect. He's gonna run through fire. So if his dad has come out and said the only way to get our respect is Canelo. If he's in there with
Canelo, now you're with me.
Before you carry on, you man seen Say It Off? Have you seen when Jada Pinkett's on the bus and she's thinking, why did we do this? Mm-hmm. That's what I'm feeling right now.
That's why you was driving.
I'm on the bus.
I'm about to be Queen Latifah.
I'm on the bus leaving saying, why did we agree to this?
They got me like Queen Latifah at the end, bro.
And I've been seen as well.
I saw the vision.
I've been seen by my man as well. He's seen me on the bus, bro. But
all I'm saying, I watched Chris Eubank Jr. and I watched Canelo, and I know that Chris Eubank Jr. in that fight, he's been talking about Canelo for a long time, boiling himself down. I think he's been saving something special. And if them man link up now, father and son, this is the fight that the father has been calling for. The dog that he showed against Conor Benn, weight drained. What I saw Canelo against William Skull, bro.
The only problem is with what you're saying, yeah, is that he was in there with Conor Benn.
Yeah. No, but it's what do you put nothing behind the weight?
I don't put nothing behind the weight. No, I agree with what you're saying. That defo restricted him, but he was still in there with Conor Benn. So to then quantify that and say, yeah, this is evidence for why
ready for Canelo.
Canelo is going to be. It's hard for me.
Listen, that's why I landed out like that. I know I'm jumping out the window and saying mad things, but I'm just putting it all together with the senior story and all of that. I think that fight, I reckon, like if he puts everything into it, I don't think Canelo's putting everything into it, and I think Canelo's a bit.
That would be interesting.
Canelo's definitely on the wing.
I'm telling you right now, yeah.
It sounds very mad, but it's a fight.
I'm letting you lot know that if Eubank Jr. beats Canelo, he's the greatest of all time. I'm telling you now, I'm going mad.
This to what?
No, deep it.
Wait, hold on. Let me go on. Let me understand what's going on. Let me talk to you right now.
There you go.
So basically, what's happened is Canelo's coming off a Crawford win. Yeah, because that's what we're kind of imagining. Yeah, it's coming for Crawford win.
No,
and Eubank is the man to save the day.
I didn't even say
wait. Eubank, because he's fought Crawford, and obviously Canelo's won, so that's why he's going into this Eubank fight. Eubank's the one to restore. I'm balance.
Saying if he wins, great of all time.
And you know what? Yeah, do you know what I said? And you know what? Let me say something else here. I don't even say he's definitely gonna win, like, but I think it will be one of them. It will be a mad fight. Like, I'm just deep in like the backstory behind it all. And
he's definitely not gonna phone it in. That's one thing we know about Jr. He's not gonna go in there and be on some
Canelo is not in there with athletes that are trying to scrap him. Like, we're gonna see a lot with Crawford and stuff. But what I'm thinking, like, if Eubank, like, he's shown that he's ready to die in the ring. That's what I've seen. He's shown that he's ready to die in the ring, and if his dad's.
Oh, we have to be real though and be fair. Yeah, I love the performance, love the fight. It's a classic. Yeah. But we was fighting for more than me. Like, you have to understand, like, you know, you see that performance, you see Teofimo versus
Barbosa.
Loma. Teo versus Loma.
Yeah.
That performance, the way the families, the how much was involved in it, I could do that performance. Went down under and got moved. I got beat up.
No. But there was a key trainer that they didn't want to pay after that fight, and that's what the difference was in the performances. Just
you don't think that
he had no problems in that?
More to it, bro. There was more to it. He didn't want to pay. Him and his dad thought they figured it out now, and they didn't want to pay the other guy.
Now, let me just say one thing and sign out of this subject here. One thing, because I clocked on this one as well. Because you see the father and son relationship here with Senior and Junior. Yeah, Senior has that thing where he does keep his son below him, like he does. Like Nigel Benn does the opposite. Nigel Benn will swear to you that Conor Benn's better than him at boxing, even though we're all just like, but Chris Eubank, he puts it like. But there's one thing that Senior's always said, that Roy Jones, he would have never fought him. Do you get what I'm saying? He said, like, he's ready to have a fight. He's ready to have a fight with anyone and go through a fight if he thinks he's gonna win. But Roy Jones, he's just gonna have a beating. It's not a fight. It's just a beating. He said he would have never fought him. Like this Canelo thing, like I think that's the one thing where he can really prove himself to his dad.
I would love it if
Junior done it.
If Eubank Jr. beat Canelo, and I'm a Canelo fan, I would love it because it's just it's a great way.
That's the one.
I'm telling you right now, if Eubank wins this year, they need to lock off Oxford Street, bro. Hire a lorry and drive it down there, bro. Go full max.
You don't even need to win. You don't even need to win. You just need to mash him up. What's my man? That Jack Ryder. What's his name? John Ryder. That kind of performance.
Yeah, it's like in Mexico. He was in Mexico fighting hard, bro.
You lot, man. You lot.
If Ryder can do that, you
get out, man. You lot.
Don't make me get gas, bro. You know how badly I want to see Junior with the world title, bro.
I hear you, bro, but you lot are doing way too much, bro. And I feel like I was just enabling foolishness.
Nah, bro.
As well, bro.
Think about the fatherhood, bro.
Nah, man. The getaway driver drove off, fam. Sorry, man. You, man, got laced up with bullets, fam. Let's go. Backhander.
How's it going, you, man?
What's happening, bro?
Weren't they going crazy just now? I know that was a great fight, but what are they doing?
I don't know. I just want to say, guys, first time calling in, but long time following fans.
Hey, come on, man. Hey, drop one, bro.
Yeah, I'm getting there. Hold on.
You got it, man. There we go.
Came out to see you, man, for the AJ Ngannou fight. Bought my MMA, mate. AJ dropped Ngannou. Brilliant. Absolutely brilliant night.
What a night, bro. What a night, bro.
I couldn't make out to Eubank Jr. though. I had to go and see my girl, and priorities and all that.
Hope you made her watch the fight though.
Hey, red pill, bro. She don't deserve you, bro. Got you. But talk to me about, like, obviously a lot's been said today. Are you feeling that whole Canelo's gonna lose to Eubank Jr. talk if it happened?
He's no chance he's going to lose to Eubank Jr., but it'd be way more competitive than we expect, I reckon. And I'm not getting in the back of that car that you were just driving. But what I will say is, think about his psychology, right? Because like he's thinking everyone's hated him for ages, right? He's finally getting a bit of love and appreciation. He knows how drained he was as the weight. Because remember, he made a point of even draining down for that first fight when it got cancelled, just to prove a point. Yeah. So he knows he was the most limited. So he will never bring out like that kind of soul-shaking kind of fight, like the Ben Eubank names fighting together. That's a proper clash. You can't replicate that. But
it's about dance partner. He had the perfect dance partner on that night.
It's real. It's real. I just, you know, I worry is that like Conor Ben obviously was trying to really headhunt Junior. Do you know what I mean? And it made it all right because his head movement on reflex is quite good. If Canelo just has significant body shots all night, there's not much heart that's getting you through those, bro. They will fold you over. That's the part that I worry about in that type of matchup because them body shots, bro.
You know what's crazy? I've changed my mind on Crawford versus Canelo, though. I'm leaning towards Crawford a bit more than I ever was before.
Oh, welcome to the Crawford side, bro. I've been here.
I can't believe. What about you? Where are you in this one?
I've only just arrived at the Crawford side as well. I've always rated him highly, but we just haven't seen the best of Canelo in the last couple of fights. But he hasn't had the opposition. I think Ryder was a great fight, but Ryder really brought it. But Ryder shouldn't be at that level.
Yeah, that's right.
This is why I'm like, there's a lot of things to say. Hey, man, he could struggle with Crawford, man. That's the annoyance. And Crawford's gonna come to fight. Crawford does have that dog in him, and he's chased him. He's hunted this man.
I honestly think Crawford's gonna come in there with a game plan that just works perfectly. I really do. I don't think he's gonna go in there on some toe-to-toe nonsense. I think he's gonna have a game plan that is just like effective. And from first couple rounds, we're gonna feel like, oh shit.
Can I ask you, Backhander, where do you have Canelo in your all-time list, by the way?
It's funny, I was going to ask you a similar question. Like, if you don't mind, KG, I'm going to be really cheeky and go first. Pound for pound, who's higher right now for you two? Canelo or Bud?
What Canelo's done in this game is crazy, man. I don't like if we just try and play with this man. Canelo has to be higher than him. He has to be. He has to be. Longevity. All title,
the title, undisputed,
just consistently.
I hear it. I mean, it's
Canelo has to be.
Also, the names as well. The names. He's fought more names.
Plenty.
You
Canelo.
You can't sleep.
But then this guy, don't get me wrong. But that's what I'm saying. Where does he go? Where's Canelo going in all time? That's the real question.
If Crawford wins, he goes higher than Canelo all time.
Oh yeah.
Great.
And I think we always get misled by coming up in weight, thinking that's such a big deal. But look at how steady Bud is coming up in the weight, right? Bud will just be that weight by the time he gets there. It's not like he's making a massive leap. He will be the same weight as him.
He's saying all
pound for pound the same or better.
And remember what Canelo was doing at 147. He would be at 147 and then come in on the night like 168, or like really massive. A lot of the guys he was fighting, he was beating up these small guys.
Sign them contracts though, as Eddie Hearn said. You sign that. You agree to that.
Yeah, no, I hear it. I'm just saying. I mean, any pop dirty. Can you imagine if Eubank Jr.
Mexican meat though?
If Eubank Jr. in the press conference with Canelo says, "I'm trying to get drug cheats out the sport,"
he would never.
I'm gonna go mad.
No, he would never do that with Canelo. He could never. He could never. He's definitely top 5. So what are you putting him? Is Canelo top 5 for you?
Top 5 in what, all time?
That's really high on the list.
Top 5 today. Easily top 5 today. Yeah.
But then where have you got Canelo all time? All time list.
I don't have him in my top 5.
Top 10?
I need to think about this properly. I just don't. In my immediate top 5 doesn't have Canelo in there.
I haven't got him in my immediate top 5 at all. But then I wonder where he is, because again, he's been so important for boxing. He's the win ratio is.
Yeah, he's a modern great. That's really what we can give him until the career's over, and then we can really start to do the assessment.
If he loses this, because this fight does nothing for him, Like Backhander, this fight doesn't do anything for his reputation, does it? It's just a good fight money-wise, but it's not going to be like he beat Crawford. Oh my God.
I think maybe it does do something for his reputation, because I think after the Bivol loss and going up in weight, yes, he can scratch that off and say, hey, do you know what? I went up in weight. I dared to be great, blah, blah, blah. but he doesn't want to see him again. And how can I win back respect from like actual boxing community, not just the casuals? Actually, let's pick someone else that's a name who's known for skill, who I think I can come and bully.
That's real.
So I think he does think about it, KG.
Very selective bad boy.
See what I'm saying? You're not going to
get...
get...
Bivol offered to come to 168 and he said, nah, that's cool. Don't worry about it.
Yeah, I'm worried, man. I feel like watching Canelo lose...
Thing is, him losing wouldn't even... We've seen him lose before.
But a battering, though. If he gets beat up like Errol, like how Errol got put the pause button in.
If I see Canelo go down, that's when I'm going to be like... Oh.
Exactly. Exactly. Listen, backhander, thank you, man. Big up yourself, bro. Stay blessed, man. Have a nice one.
Take care,
man. Final call, and then we get out of here.
Cool.
Kendo.
Yo.
What's going on? I was getting nervous, bro. Talk to me.
Yeah, a few different things.
Okay.
I think Crawford will beat Canelo. I just think he's a better boxer.
Yeah.
I think Crawford's going to be at his... I saw the face-to-face. I think Crawford's just going to come in like he's walking around weight. So he'll probably come in about 161, 162. He's going to be quicker. He'll be more skilled than Canelo. I don't understand how that's such a... We've seen Canelo outbox a few times now. Like, who was that guy? 154.
Can Crawford take the power though?
Erislandy Lara, Austin Trout.
Austin Trout, yeah. Look at all the. It's not about that. We've seen Canelo outbox. I don't understand where this myth has come from. If you can box and you can move, Canelo is in trouble. If you stand in front of him, it's a good fight. If you can box and move, they will do a mad scorecard on you, innit? So that's the only thing I fear for Bud. But it'll probably
Crawford manage the power.
The night of the fight, I think Bud will probably win 8-4, but they'll make it tight, some sort of contentious decision. I'll give it to Bud. But Canelo's going to lose. Bud's just a better boxer than him. It's not about taking power. I don't think Canelo's going to land anything that significant. If you couldn't knock out Austin...
But that's how he's going to go. He's going to try and go with their big shots. He's not going to... He knows he's going to be outboxed. He knows he's going to be outboxed.
Who's a better boxer, Austin Trout or Terence Crawford?
Come on. Let's stop.
Okay, then. So I don't understand. It won't be a shock to see Terence Crawford out. Like, he's a significantly better boxer than Canelo.
So what do you make of the Billy Joe Saunders fight? Because Billy Joe Saunders is a good boxer.
Yeah, but Billy Joe Saunders don't have no heart. That's one hit, and then he look at Eubank and thing, and then look at Billy Joe.
Like that, Billy. He's not that version of Canelo anymore. That changed after.
Oh, that was a while ago.
He doesn't even fight anything. That Canelo's long gone. It's a distant.
It's actually mad to think. Yeah, that was
a distant memory, bro.
Yeah, I think Crawford will outbox him. I think that's quite easy. Conor Benn, I'm not so sure, and the excitement everyone has about him, because if a man has to spend 36 hours in the hospital for being dehydrated, that means he didn't really have fluid around his brain. That means he was primed to be knocked out, and you couldn't even put him down. I don't think people are really rating these 147, and it's not even necessarily Boots. I think Boots is going to move up. Listen, when people like Teofimo move up to 147, it's a big problem for Conor. Don't think that he's got. I don't know. It's a big problem for Conor.
Teofimo and Boots are the ones I don't have it mixed.
I haven't heard that hydration one about not being able to knock out a man that's proper dehydrated in hospital for.
He should be knocking.
It does make sense.
For hospital for dehydration, that means he's primed to get knocked out. He doesn't have the same punch resistance he would have normally. You should at least locked him down. Like, you had every advantage they could possibly.
He had him close. He
definitely had him wobbly quite a few times.
Him a little bit, but
no. He had him wobbly, bro. There's one time where Eubank punched his own arm. He was loose for quite a bit of that fight.
Okay, we'll see at 147. I think they're going to manage him very carefully, and you're going to see him avoid a lot of fights that can give him trouble.
You don't think he can manage Ryan Garcia at 147?
Say that again?
You don't think he can manage Ryan Garcia at 147?
Yeah, probably. Yeah,
I think he'd smoke him.
But who knows? Who knows what Ryan Garcia could turn up? Like, Ryan Garcia is such a mad fighter that we seen him lose the last time. He could turn up one night and then he's on it, and then he catch you. Do you know? Ryan Garcia is just all over the place. But I don't think Barrios is an easy fight for him, because he gets in. If it's like first 4 rounds, he hasn't hurt Barrios, it's going to be a long night for Conor. It's going to be a long night for Conor. So I don't think easy as
Conor
possible.
How he is though, he fights how he's not going to quit.
I reckon
He's gonna be bringing it.
and I think his knockouts will come with accumulated shots. It's not gonna be. It's his single shot KOs are probably gonna be few and far between.
Yeah. He's got the dog. He's not going to quit. That one thing I can remember about, he's not giving up, bro. He's always going to be there.
But if you're fighting like a prime Mexican fighter, it's best not to lead with heart. Let's lead with skill. Because if you lead with heart, you're just going blow for blow with them all night.
Yeah,
because someone said Rolly isn't easy work for Ben, but that Rolly performance surprised me, man. When Rolly did that to Garcia, man.
They'll manage Ben. I don't think he should fight Chris Eubank again. I think he should just move back down to 147 and build from there. Because I think
the money's too generational, bro. The money's too serious.
But I think a second fight at that weight will just keep him up at that weight too long, and then he'll get trapped in between weights, and then he's not.
It'll be like Adrian Broner all over again.
Yeah, he's gonna be like Kell Brook again. Like that Golovkin fight really changed the course of his career. Everyone was gassing up at the time. When you look back at it, that changed the course of his career. That was a big mistake. He did that, man. And I fear that will happen to Ben in terms of he could even win the next fight, and I still think coming up again to do that would be wrong. So I think
some quick takes from you. Quickly, who's winning? Fisher versus the main man, Allen.
I think Johnny Fisher will win a points decision.
Wicked. Next question.
In a punch and hold, yeah.
Bakole versus Itauma. Are we moving mad when we said that? I think Itauma can win this one.
I don't know, Listen, let Bakole come in like 280 or something, and Itauma can't hurt him in the first couple of rounds. It could get very dark for Itauma. So I think that's a bit of a risk right now. He's not softened up yet. I think they should wait a few more fights, innit? Because the way I think Bakole was poor, but I've never seen F.A. Jagba box that well. I thought he was boxing off the back foot. He was moving. I was like, wow. I've never seen him box like that. So I think we should just wait, especially heavyweight. He's young. He's got more than enough time. Let's not rush it in it, because at heavyweight, it just takes one. Someone could throw a punch by accident and knock you out.
Curtains.
Yeah.
Let's just wait,
bro. Kendall, big up yourself, man.
Wicked cool, man.
Wicked cool, man. Great caller. People, you know what time it is, man. You got to listen to our other podcast. We got another podcast you lot don't know about. It's called Expect Foolishness, and it is wicked. It is lit. Different from boxing. We're just talking life, man. Our guy Wale is there as well. That's Wale, the rapper. So make sure you check that out as well. Any other announcements, bro?
Sign to the Patreon as well, guys.
Yes.
Yeah. That's where we really get our boxing takes off as well. So yeah, man.
All right. Well, let's get out of here. Everybody stay blessed. Have a great one. See you soon. We're out.
Let's do another.
Yo, people, thanks for watching the Undefeated podcast. Make sure you
like, subscribe, share, leave a comment, and all that good stuff, man. This is the place to be.